What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys. So you know what? I think it's time we get out of this diamond armor. I think it's time we start looking at upgrading to some draconic armor or wyvern armor. I guess is what going to be our first step here. Wyvern armor. I guess I don't need an A in there. Wyvern. So like the wyvern helmet, the wyvern chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. We've been in diamond armor and slime boots for so long now that I keep forgetting that we even have like just regular vanilla armor on. Let's upgrade. So wyvern helmet, in order to make this, we do need some nether stars, a diamond helmet, wyvern core, some draconium blocks, and a wyvern energy core. Now the wyvern energy core, I don't think we have an auto craft. So that's one of those things that we should definitely do. So let's go ahead and make a pattern for that guy. So wyvern energy core. System should know how to make everything else, and we should be pretty much good to go. So we already have it set up, the automations for for the system to make the wyvern cores through this whole fusion crafting thing. It does take a minute if it has to craft up all of this stuff, but you know, we have 30 of those queued up from previously. So we want to make a wyvern helmet. I'm not sure if we have stuff in here to do this. Let's check it out. So if we shift click, we are missing nether stars, a diamond helmet, and then the wyvern energy core, of course. So first things first, let's tell the system how to make a wyvern energy core, or tell the system to craft one of those. In fact, we should tell it to craft like 3 of those, because I think each one of these different armors is going to need those. So let's tell it to craft up 3 more of those. Now, what is it doing when it's crafting this? It seems like it's taking a minute. I'm not sure why it was taking so long. It doesn't seem like there's anything too crazy in there. What is it stuck on? Oh, it's crafting the draconic cores. Right. So draconic cores, I think that's crafted over on the actually additions infusing thingy, right? In the empowerer. Yeah, okay. So this right here is kind of one of those things that's going to be slowing us down. I forgot about this. That's unfortunate that there isn't like some way to make these things other than this table. It's almost like we're going to need one of these tables that it's always crafting these things all the time, and we have a stock of like a stack or 2 on hand all the time. Not sure if I want to set up something like that just yet, but yeah, if we're going to have to wait for this and we're going to need loads of them, it's going to take a while for us to wait on that, isn't it? Just something to consider, I guess, for later on. So now we should have one of those, so we should be able to make our wyvern helmet at least. So let's do that. Wyvern helmet. Oh, we need the nether stars. Nether star. Still the system to craft, oh, I don't know. How about 40 nether stars? So it should be spawning in 40 wither bosses, killing those, collecting the drops, which also has a side effect of getting us the essence, the red essence stuff. The supremium. Every time we kill a boss, I think we get between 1 and 4 of them. So we'll be getting a whole lot of essence from killing these wither bosses, which is also good. So looking forward, beyond this wyvern armor, we're going to be looking at doing awakened draconium. This stuff here. So we were looking at this previously. That's why we crafted up a bunch of extra wyvern cores so we could do this. I saw that there is awakened draconium seeds, which requires insanium essence. So that's 4 of the red essence turning into 1 of those. So we need 16 red essence plus 4 awakened draconium ingots to make these seeds where we could just grow. Actually, I'm wrong. That's 16 of the red essence for this, plus an additional 16 for the seed, plus an additional 4 to make the tier 5. Anyway, so it's a lot of the red essence to make one of these. So we still don't have like a good way to automate growing and harvesting of these kinds of seeds that require the cruxes underneath. We can't do them in the garden close, so we might have to look at some other method of doing that. I don't know if there's a way we can bone meal them. I think they require a special type of fertilizer, like the own agricraft or whatever fertilizer to grow these things. I don't think you can just bone meal them. There might be some way through astral sorcery that we can set up a speedy up growing ritual. I'm pretty sure that's a thing you can do. So we might look at that. I don't know. There's some things that we're going to have to look at here. Also, we needed a diamond helmet, didn't we? So let's grab some of these diamond nuggets. Let's grab, so what is that? It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that should give us like a stack. A stack of the special diamond stuff. Oh, you know what? That doesn't go in the cauldron. That goes in the crucible. And it has, okay, let's take a look at this. Diamond ingot. That is made in a stoked crucible. That's what we need. Okay, so let's grab the crucible. We'll turn off the fire. Remove the cauldron. Replace it with the crucible. And we'll put these guys in here. Fire back on. We'll turn that on, and then we'll turn this on. That should stoke our flames with the bellows. There it is. Okay, so now we're making diamond ingots. Here we go. Okay, so we need 5 of those in order to make the helmet. We need a total of 24 of those to make the full set of armor that we're gonna need. So there's 5 of our diamond ingots. Okay. And let's do that real quick. So there's our diamond helmet. And finally, we can now make our wyvern helmet. That took a little bit of time, but we got it. So it says durability -1 out of -1. Rare. Oh, I guess we had some other diamond armor in here. I guess it can use that. Will it use this? One of these less durable ones? Wow, it seems to work with that. Okay. So maybe for the chest plate, we will use like some of this other stuff. All right, so let's try and make a chest plate here. We want to do that. We need a diamond armor. This has some enchantments on it, but if it'll just let us craft it, let's just do it that way. That works for me. Okay, good. Let's do the wyvern leggings. Which one? Soulbound. I probably want the enchantment. Is there a way for us to get soulbound? Is there a way for us to just make this enchantment? Because I'd hate to like delete that enchantment. I'm not seeing soulbound right here. Block reach dread. Okay, let's do this. Soulbound. Dread, block, reach. Why is it coming up with these when I'm searching for soulbound? I don't understand that. There's nothing in there that even says soulbound on it. That's really weird. Okay, anyway. Let's leave the soulbound there. We'll use that to unenchant. Let's grab this, and then we will do the final one, the boots here. And then we can just use Frost Walker and protection. That's fine. Okay, so there is a full set of wyvern armor. Quest complete, wyvern armor. Aw, yeah. All right, so these need to be given power. And we're going to use our energetic infuser down here that does have our augment, the linkage concentrator, which like just puts all the power in there real fast. It's probably a good idea that we move this thing. We were using the power down here from our biofuel generators, because we weren't using the power for anything else, but that's only got so much power storage. Really feel like we should put this right here on our reactor and just use all of the power. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. There it goes. It's just nomming all that power down, charging this thing up about as fast as it possibly can. Okay, so we're going to have way better armor now. I don't know if this will prevent us from dying. I don't think so. I think it's not until we get the other tier that we are going to be prevented. Oh boy, this looks a little crazy. Woo! Yeah, there's like 2 different models of armor for the the Draconic Evolution armor, and I guess we're using the very pixely version. Looks really weird, doesn't it? Okay, so there is a Draconic Evolution button that we can use to open up like a GUI and see what's what the options are. So let's take a look at that. If we scroll down to the Draconic Evolution section here, see. Okay. So we can click on a different piece here, see what it's all about, and see any of the configurations for it. But I'm guessing jump modifier, boost on sprint. Is that just for jump? I'm not sure. Leggings speed modifier. Ah, okay, so we can boost that up. Boost on sprint on. So I'm walking, I'm sprinting. Okay, so the sprint is a lot faster. Okay, that's fine. What's the other one for the chest plate? Anything? Nothing on the chest plate? Anything on the helmet? No. So when we upgrade to the next tier, the Draconic armor, I do believe the helmet will give us night vision. And I think we'll be able... So that's weird. This is legendary on the leggings. That says basic on the chest plate. I'm not sure what all of that means. That is really odd. The armor leveling stuff, I honestly don't know what that means. Anyway, so now that we got this done, I think the next step is to start looking at Awakened Draconium. So this is going to require us... Let's see, factorization, combine, yeah. So fusion crafting, I think it's time that we set this up. So that requires 6 wyvern cores, a draconic heart, and 4 of the blocks. So let's do that. Wyvern cores, 6 of these, and then 4 draconium. All right, so we got everything here to do that. I'm not sure how fast or slow this is going to be. I'm pretty sure this requires a lot of power, so it might be a little slow. I don't know. So let's check it out. So we put the 4 draconium here, put the heart right there, and then I'll spread these things out so when it autofills in my inventory, we only get 1 at a time instead of placing 6 in one. There it is. Okay, so things are happening. It doesn't appear like it's charging very fast, does it? 3%, 4%. Oh boy, this is taking a long time. I was expecting our reactor to be able to handle this. Like, we just upgraded our reactor, right? So we're making a lot more power than what we were making before. But it's nominal, the power. We're making 146,000 RF per tick. And all that power is just going straight to that. How much power does it cost for this? Does it say in here? 700 million RF. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of power. Really what we should be doing, we should have some kind of a power storage. Like, we don't have any power storage at this point. We're using the 10 million RF buffer inside this reactor as our entire power storage. We really should look at getting the Draconic Evolution Powerball that stores like a bazillion RF in it. We could even use like a lower tier. We don't have to go to the biggest one. If we use a lower tier, we'll be able to store millions and millions, maybe billions of RF. Yeah, that might be something that we're going to want to do. So when we do these craftings for like that require hundreds of million of RF, we will be able to provide it a little bit faster than this. Anyway, I'm going to wait for this thing to finish up and we'll be right back, guys. There it is. There is our Awakened Draconium. Well, now it got removed from there and put into our system. Awakened Draconium. That did take a very, very long time for that to process. In the meantime, I did make the Draconic Evolution Information Tablet. So the recipe for this thing is pretty inexpensive. It's just stone around 1 draconium dust. So the information tablet here, you go into here, Draconic Evolution. So you have like all these different sections. We're going to be looking at the energy storage core, right? So this is Draconic Evolution's huge power storage. This is where we want to go so we can start holding more RF and providing all the power when we need it in large quantities. So this has many different tiers. The tier 1 holds 45 million RF, which is 4.5 times more than what we're currently storing in our big reactor, extreme reactor. The tier 2 holds 273 million. The tier 7 holds 2.14 trillion. And the tier 8 is ridiculous. Like, you're never gonna fill this up. I've tried. It's hard. It takes a very long time, even if it's on a server going all the time trying to fill it up to hit 1% on one of those. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a long time. There's no reason to do this. it's also super expensive. Like if we go to energy core setup, this tells you all the ingredients that's needed for all of these things. So like a tier 7 requires 328 redstone blocks and 210 draconium blocks. That's a lot of stuff, but we have all of this. However, the tier 8 requires 378 awakened draconium blocks. 378. It took us forever to make 4 of those. Yeah. So I don't think it's worth. It's really not. Not until like you just have infinite of this stuff somehow. Like if you have a farm set up with the awakened draconium seeds and you just have stupid amounts of it, there's really no reason. So tier 7 is probably more than what we need as well, but we have all the resources for it, and I think that's what I'm gonna do is look at this. So we need 36 energy core stabilizers. Energy core stabilizers require us to have wyvern cores, so we're gonna need, what is that, 72 wyvern cores just to make this stuff, and then we have to make particle generators and then have all these diamonds. The diamonds is fine. Particle generators requires a bunch of draconic cores. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of crafting for us to get to that point. It's probably time for us to like tell the system to do that. Yeah, so wyvern, we have 20 of those, and I said we needed, what, 72? So if we wanted to, like, do 52 more of those, we're running out of stuff. We don't have enough diamonds. We don't have enough emerald. Do we have... We have diamond essence. We might have enough here, actually. Let's try make... I don't know... 300 diamonds. All right, so it says we can make 300 diamonds. Emerald, we have 2094 of those, so that's not a whole lot, is it? So 100 is 900 essence, so I guess we can make another 100. Okay, so that might get us closer. Oh my goodness, we're just running out of resources here, aren't we? 52 more. Yeah, we still don't have enough in the system for that. That's fine. We're closer, and I think we might even have some diamond ore. Yeah, we have this ore that we can split apart. Emerald ore, probably. Yeah, we have those. So we can try and make this happen. I think it's probably going to be in our best interest right now just to start working on the Draconic Evolution power storage. So when we need to craft things... Yeah, we have the power available. Now, these multi-block structures, we need to put it somewhere, and the only open space we have is this right here. I did move our essence area, this thing that we had. It was like right here. I moved that out of here because I think we are going to use this area for our power storage ball. We'll kind of like put it into the ground a little bit like we did our reactor. Otherwise, it'll just be kind of floating. Well, I guess we could have it floating. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to be putting it over here, I'm pretty sure. So the reactor will be piping its power here, and then from the power storage thing, we'll be sending that everywhere else that we need power, and that'll just have a huge buffer. So I guess going back to the tablet here, our shopping list for that, 328 redstone blocks. We have 11,000. We are way good on that, and the other was 210 draconium. And we have 1,600 of those. Yeah, we are way good on that. So the particle generators and the wyvern cores are where we are. So I'm going to try and get some resources together. I'll fortune these ores and, yeah, see if we can get this thing, see if we can start queuing up the recipes anyway. It's still going to take a long time for those to finish up. Let me start doing some things around here, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I took some time here and I crafted up the rest of our awakened draconium blocks. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more of this stuff than the 4 that we crafted before because we need to make this energy core, which requires awakened draconium plus these draconic energy cores, which is more awakened draconium, plus this awakened core, which is more awakened draconium. So I don't know if we have enough right now. I didn't actually count it all out, but I made all that we can, all 16 blocks, using the 4 draconic hearts that we had. While I was waiting for that stuff to craft up, I did go ahead and make this dense purple cable that we were talking about, I think, last episode. Just trying to clean up our applied energistics wiring. So what we're doing here is we just have one dense cable, the purple one, that's going all the way around the base. It's not a complete circle. I'm not sure if it matters or not. I did not connect it all the way around. I'm not sure if there would be a problem if I did. But yeah, so we just have one big circle of the dense cable, which is providing 32 channels. And those channels are supposed to be P2P only. So off of this cable, we're trying to have just this purple colored cable, which terminates in a P2P tunnel, right? And that'll provide all the regular channels for everything else, like, you know, our import-export buses, things like our storage buses. This was all connected to the controller block directly before, and now it's coming off of a P2P. I think it just makes it look a little bit cleaner, in my opinion. I don't know. I wasn't able to do this everywhere just yet. For instance, like over here, we have one ME interface that's just connected directly to this cable. Ideally, it would be connected to a P2P, but since this is using only one channel, and a P2P, if I had one connected here, would be using one channel, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, we could have like this one connected to that one, and this one connected over here, and then only use one channel to provide all of that if we wanted to, but it'd still look pretty messy. So this is where we're at right now for our system, for our cabling. I think it looks pretty good. So pretty much anywhere that we're using P2P channels, or a P2P, I'm trying to use like this purple cable just to like show that's a difference between a direct connection and a P2P connection, right? And then even replace the cable here that's on our controller. These are where all of those channels are coming from our P2Ps. So yep, all like that. And this cabling, I think we kind of messed around with last time, or last episode, the episode before. It's a lot cleaner now. We don't have like the cable doing this funky thing and all of that. Anyway, so yeah, I took care of that while we were waiting on this Awakened Draconium to be crafted, which took forever. So while that was crafting, I did notice that all of the power from the big reactor, our extreme reactor, was going there, and our applied energistic system was losing power. Yeah, I don't know why it takes priority over the applied energistic system, but that's just the way it was. We have this dense energy cell here, which I was watching slowly drain, and then each one of these controllers has 8,000 AE. This has 1.6 million. So yeah, this drained fairly slowly, and then all of these drained pretty quickly. And when all the power went out of these controller blocks, yeah, the whole system turned off. So that was kind of interesting, I thought, anyway. So yeah, we got some stuff done here, but all this Awakened Draconium, we need to put into the energy core now. So, so we need to make ourselves awakened cores. So that requires a nether star plus all of this stuff. So we need 5 wyvern cores for awakened blocks. Do we have any more wyvern cores? Oh boy, we don't. How many of these are we gonna need awakened cores? So we need 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we need 3 awakened cores, which means we are going to need 15 wyvern cores, right? And then, is that it? Yeah, I think just 15 wyvern cores. Man, we have to make so many of these things. Okay, so if we have 2, we need to make 13 more. I think we should have enough stuff for that. Yeah, it looks like we have everything. It's just going to be a little bit of crafting here. A lot more of waiting on things to be made. So anyway, I guess I'll take another break here, wait for some things to happen. Hopefully we'll be able to craft some stuff using the Awakened Draconium today. Anyway, let's wait for this to happen. We'll be right back, guys. Well, unfortunately, it looks like I'm running out of recording time for today, and we're already getting pretty late into the video. This still got a little bit more to go here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to wait on it, unfortunately. So next episode, we should look at being able to craft up our energy storage thing. But again, while I've been waiting for that to happen, I've been doing some things around here in the world. Whoops. I added in the storage bus finally over here to our mob drop area. So all of the wither skeleton skulls and stuff that we've been collecting off of our wither skeletons down here, they've been going into a drawer, which I have been manually removing and putting into the system so we can create more stars. But now if we look at wither skeleton skulls, we can see that the 54 that's in that drawer shows up in the system here, thanks to our applied energistic system, which is great. So yeah, we'll probably look at changing this system up and trying to get skulls a little bit faster. I think we're going to be needing a lot of stars in the future. We did make the nether star seeds, but again, we don't really have a good way of growing those since they can't work in the cloches. So yeah, we can spawn these guys in faster if we make ourselves a draconic evolution mob spawner. It won't cost any power, and can spawn like a stupid amount of mobs at a time, which will be great. So we can set up a dedicated area specifically for wither skeletons, and then we can also start killing them using another method with like a mob crusher. Or I'm sorry, not a mob crusher, mob grinder. Yeah, this guy from Mob Grinding Utils. This has a bunch of different upgrades. So if we do at mob, we can do beheading modifiers, get a max of 10, and then get a whole lot of wither skeleton skulls, right? I'm not sure how fast that's going to kill skeletons though, since these guys are buffed with that difficulty 250 and they are blighted sometimes. We can put in the other upgrades like the sharpness, and then we can also add in smite, which works on undead. So maybe those work together. I don't know if it's one or the other. And then we can also have looting on there so we get a lot more drops. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that we can do if we change this setup up. But currently it's working. We are getting skulls and we are collecting a lot of mob essence. We're getting way more than what we're using thanks to the amount of health these skeletons have. They're dropping a lot of XP, and the fact that we're getting the blighted ones, which drop an XP bonus as well. So yeah, lots of different things here. I originally had the mob drops coming over into this storage crate here. All of the ones that didn't fit into these drawers we had coming over here, but this just kept filling up, and it seemed like when this was full, it would back the system up, and then we'd be losing drops. Like, it'd still kill the skeletons, but we weren't getting any more wither skeleton skulls, right? So I have changed this up. I'm no longer putting items over there. We have it set up so it's going first into the controller slave here to put the stuff in the drawers. And then if it can't fit in there, then it goes over here secondly into a trash chest, and we're just deleting stuff. Now, I'm using a trash chest here so we can be like, oh, we might want this thing or this thing. Now, I did notice that some of these armors here do have soulbound. We were talking about that earlier. We can disenchant this to get soulbound. In fact, some of the armor that I've saved over here, pretty much every one of these has soulbound on it. Well, I guess there's a few with other random. I don't know what the difference between soulbound and soulbound 3 is. I don't think there's any difference. It doesn't stay on you 3 times better, like when you die. So we will probably be disenchanting these so we can get our soulbound. And then also some of these swords here have Reaper on them, and Reaper is what we use to get mob souls so we can make the Draconic Evolution mob spawners. Yeah. So we'll probably be looking at that sometime in the future, but again, we're out of time for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.